Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU, the mighty mix spammer, and as you can see, finally I am making a 2 versus 2 game. And actually I was aiming for this game for a very long time because this is the only 2 versus 2 game that seems to be decent. I mean, I did not watch it before, but judging by what people were saying, it is decent, so I hope for the best. But now, before I start the actual commentary, I want to give a big public apologies to David CNC. I mean, we just played a free-for-all together, and me and my friends all of a sudden had a crazy idea, hey, let's gang rape him. And apparently we did it, thinking it would be funny. Well, I was really sure it was funny until the moment he actually raged, so I guess it offended him quite a lot, so I am sorry, I was stupid, did not think what I was actually doing and didn't realize I'm going to ruin your fun, David. As I said, I am really sorry, big apologies, and I promise I will not do this ever again. So, let's go into the actual replay. We've got 2 players on each side. We've got Kick playing as Red Terran and Alexei playing as Blue Zerg, and their opponents are Rar, or rather Rar, playing as Teal Terran and his mate Dirk, whatever. Let's call him Dirk because that's dirty. So Dirk playing as Purple Progress, and actually I'm not sure if the sound isn't too loud from the other side. Yeah, I think it is too loud only for me. You hear it just fine. So let's have a quick wait, if we can have a quick wait. I guess I just said something extraordinary stupid, and it was actually so stupid it stopped my brain from functioning for a second. So, oh man, this is a really tight choke right there from Dirge, but I'm not sure. I think there is a space for the units to combine. No, there's none. There's none. I do not really know. I leave it to you. Let's take a guess if there is any space or not. Actually, I think there is space, because okay, there is definitely space right now when this STV from Kick has passed this area. So as you can see, none of the players is doing united block, as they call it. I mean, it's pretty obvious for the right team as they have Zerg, and it is pretty hard to make a double block on the middle area, but I really like it when I play with my mate on this map, just to make a double block. I mean, when I run on Zerg, actually even when we run on Zerg we do it, I just reinforce my mate with Zerglings and other stuff like that. But yeah, this actually allows you to expand very quickly and forces your enemy to go on the offensive, and then you can just roll over him because you will have the advantage of defensive positions, bunkers, and other beautiful stuff like that. So as you can see, the right team has just recently scouted out this area, and oh man, this is going to be pretty. Let's have a quick look. Kick has scouted out. There is a barracks being produced, but look at this, there are no barracks produced. There is actually 2 factories being made. So there is a very clever trick with building cancellation, whatever you want to call it. So this is one of my favorites. I mean, I really enjoy watching people do this. So meanwhile, while this is happening, we can see a quick mass beacons from Dirge, who is really afraid of those Alexei Zerglings. Obviously they are not going to do anything to the Terran player, and I have no idea why they even tried this, but they are going to try and deal some pain to Dirge. As you can see, they can attack this warp gateway, whatever, pretty much unmarked. Excuse me, my tongue today is failing officially big time, but what I wanted to say is that this gateway can be attacked by those Zerglings without any fear of counterattack, but right now when there are 2 zealots, they actually have to be pretty careful because they can actually kill them if microed correctly. That said, I would still keep the pressure on and try to see how it goes. I mean, this zealot had no shield and was already hurt, so this could be a potential danger. But well, I guess we'll never find out. So as you can see, Kick has decided to kick in some action, but this was a bad idea as his Marauders do not have the PANCZASU upgrade yet, and they do not stand a chance against this army that suspiciously backed out. So I guess that Roar has decided to ask his teammate to wait for a second and wait for a bit longer. As you can see, Dirge is going for Mass Zealots, while Roar is going for a small Hellion push, and oh, two of those Hellions just got annihilated by those Zerglings and a couple of Marauders. So as you can see, Kick is supporting his teammates, so both teams have pretty much the same idea. One guy spawns melee attacks, the other guys just support them with some ranged attacks, and apparently it seems like Team Right actually managed to do it better than Team Left, and there was some suspicious lag over there, probably because I did not turn off one of the progress that I sometimes do turn off, sometimes do not. I mean, usually it is not a problem, but I just restarted my computer, and this is usually making problems because, you know, it is restarting all of those stupid progress that you never use. It is trying to load all the schematics that are absolutely not needed for Windows and other stuff like that. So I guess we are going to see a big battle. Actually, there's a constant battle over here going on. I really enjoy what I see right now. Those players are really trying to put the pressure on each other, but as you can see, those Zealots from Dirge do not stand a chance because Marauders, because they are upgraded with concussive shells. Now here we go, some Hellions trying to deal some damage, but they are not quite going to be enough as they have very low amount of damage against Armored. But there we go, a couple of Starcraft. This is a much different idea. I mean, Starcraft are actually weaker than those Marauders, but in such numbers and with such reinforcements, those Marauders from Kick really need to run as fast as possible with those kicky boots of theirs. And I really am curious what Alexei is preparing. He's preparing a couple of roaches, and he's actually going for an insane AI build order, which is very strange to me. And there we go, another battle. So as you can see, this is not really a pro game, but oh man, Roar has already his first 6 tank on the battlefield, and those Marauders do not even stand a slightest chance against this powerful mecha build, especially because those Hellions are upgraded and they can harass everything they want. Well, except the roaches, of course, so this is going to be a problem for him. But I am really surprised that this siege tank isn't firing. Well, now it is going to fire finally. And those Hellions are just running by those roaches, and they did not quite work out. Not they, whatever. But as you can see, while this was happening, Roar and Dirge managed to push into Kick's base, and this siege tank is still alive, and it has a really nice amount of damage against armored targets. So he's going to siege mode, but it is not going to bring him any good. He's going to fire on his friends' units and not actually do any damage towards those Zerglings. So as you can see, this attack has been pushed off but Kick really had to pull off his what happened there? Actually, I do not know, something blew up, but whatever, Kick had to pull off some of his SCVs, and actually probably those were burning sectors that he just lost. So there was actually a big loss for the right team, and apparently it is going to be a win game for the left team. As I can see it right now that well, simply the left team is better skilled and they have the better unit composition in this matchup. I mean, Marauders, roaches and Zerglings is very nice, but not necessarily against Zealot, Stalker and Hellion combo, because yeah, those guys are having some really nice versatility and they can really just pawn to those enemies. And why, out of all those units, like Sentry, Marine, Stalker, Zealot, Hellion and even Probe, the most important unit by BNet is, I do not even know how to pronounce this, Scantipede, Hello Pede, whatever, Pede, but it's just such an important unit that even though you have a ginormous army with billions of abilities, it is always selected as the primary unit because it is just so important to have, and it can obviously just munch the crap out of the opponent because it has such a cool claws in the front of its face without any eyes. Yeah, there are no eyes, so I guess this is kind of funny. So as you can see, Roar is deploying his siege tanks and is firing upon those nasty creatures that are actually backing off, and there's a billion of roaches that actually are taking 2 supply per each, so this is going to be a waste unless they all die, which is very probable at the moment. However, they are going to be a problem for those siege tanks, as actually they are going to be a problem for those siege tanks because that's how it goes. because they have some kind of armor and they can survive a couple of shots, but not too many. And actually, in this patch, maybe it is better even to make zagging against siege tanks. However, I do not know this. I do not play any ZVP. Excuse me, ZVT. And yeah, siege tanks still probably most definitely spawn those zealots. However, I'm really surprised that there are no observers whatsoever from dirt right here, right now, that could really allow those siege tanks to nuke or at least shoot the couple of those structures. And there we go, about the final magic, a couple of force switch just delaying the attack. And oh man, those force switches were really useful. They blocked all those roaches from getting into Dirt's army, right while Roar was firing his hellish fire upon his enemies like a real boy does. Or rather, man, not boy, he's not a boy, he's a man of chance, a man of nuke. He's like Duke Nukem of our age. He's really just firing upon his enemies and he's destroying them ultimately. And Kick has just written the GG mark and has left already the game. So Alexei is in a pretty bad mood and he left the game without even typing GG. That's how cool he is. Actually, not really, but yeah, there we go. Kind of one-sided game, kind of not as cool as any of those one I made, but I really wanted to make two things. One of them was making a 2v2 that I was promising for years. The second one was just apologizing to David Cincy, and this was kind of short game, so it seemed appropriate. So thank you guys for watching, and PANCZASU the mighty mix spam. If you enjoyed my video guys, then please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys online, and once again, sorry David, we'll never do this again. See ya guys.